What does it really mean to find yourself? Not the version you show to others, not the one you think you should be, but the real, but the raw you, the part of yourself that often feels hidden, even to your own understanding. Beneath the chaos of everyday life lies a deeper journey we're all on, the search for our true essence. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist who founded analytical psychology, believed this search wasn't just an abstract idea. It was the greatest adventure we could embark on in life. To him, the soul wasn't some far-off, unattainable concept. It was the core of who we are, waiting to be uncovered. But finding it isn't easy. It takes real courage. It's not something that happens by chance. As Jung put it, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Still, many of us hide behind masks, avoid facing our shadows, and ignore the inner voices guiding us toward that truth. So today, we'll dive into Jung's path to discovering the soul, exploring the layers of our psyche we must face and make peace with. It's not a simple journey, but as you'll soon realize, no true adventure ever is. What does it mean to truly live a meaningful life? For Carl Jung, the answer lies in the concept of individuation, the journey toward becoming the truest version of yourself. This is not a quick or easy path. It's a lifelong process of integrating all aspects of our psyche, even those parts we tend to ignore or avoid. But here's the twist. Individuation often begins with a crisis, a moment when life seems to fall apart and the familiar ways of living no longer serve us. Have you experienced this? Maybe it's the career that once defined you but now feels empty, or the relationships that once brought warmth but now feel distant and shallow. These moments of stagnation are not dead ends, they are gateways. Jung argued that individuation calls for us to step away from society's expectations, stop chasing external validation, and instead embark on an inward journey. So, ask yourself, are you ready to face who you truly are rather than who society tells you to be? At its heart, individuation is about reconciling the surface level identity we show the world with the deeper, often unconscious forces that shape us. Jung divided the human psyche into layers, each one presenting challenges and opportunities in the search for our authentic self. The first layer is what others see when they encounter us, the persona. Derived from the Latin word for mask, the persona is the social mask we wear to fit into roles and meet expectations, whether we're aware of it or not. But here's the thing about masks. While they help us navigate the world, they also conceal the full extent of who we are. Your persona, as carefully constructed as it may be, is merely a fragment of your true self. It's the version of you designed to gain approval and avoid rejection. Does this mean the persona is inherently bad? Not at all. In fact, it's necessary for functioning in society. The issue arises when we confuse the persona with our entire identity, or use it to hide parts of ourselves we fear others might not accept. Take a moment and strip away your mask. What remains beneath it? Do you even know? If you don't, that's not a failure. It's a sign to delve deeper into the layers of your psyche. The next layer you encounter is the shadow. One of Jung's most provocative ideas was this: one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The shadow is composed of those parts of ourselves we avoid acknowledging, our repressed anger, envy, fears, and weaknesses. These are the things we bury so deeply that we convince ourselves they don't exist at all. But here's the catch: the shadow doesn't disappear just because we ignore it. In fact, it grows stronger in the darkness. It appears in subtle ways, influencing our behavior and choices in ways we might not even realize. Have you ever snapped at someone for no clear reason, or backed out of an opportunity because fear took hold? That's the shadow making its presence felt. The shadow silently influences our daily lives, often in ways that escape our conscious awareness. To better understand it, we must recognize how it manifests. Take passive aggressiveness, for instance. When we struggle to express our feelings directly, we may resort to sarcastic remarks or indirect actions to express dissatisfaction. Or consider projection, where we criticize others for traits we dislike in ourselves, often traits we fear acknowledging. Overcompensation can also surface when we mask our insecurities with exaggerated behavior. Someone who feels unworthy might seek constant validation, putting on a facade of confidence. Finally, there's the fear of failure or the unknown, which can lead to self-sabotage when we're on the brink of success, creating excuses or undermining our own progress. The shadow's influence grows stronger the more we suppress it. Jung taught that true growth comes not from ignoring the shadow, but from confronting and integrating it into our consciousness. But how do we face something that we've spent so long burying? The journey begins with awareness. Pay close attention to your intense emotional reactions, those moments when someone's behavior irritates or enrages you. Often these reactions serve as mirrors, reflecting parts of your own shadow. For example, if someone's arrogance infuriates you, ask yourself, is it because deep down you wrestle with feelings of inferiority? Or could it be that you've had moments of arrogance you're unwilling to confront? The next step is acceptance. Recognizing your shadow doesn't mean giving in to its impulses. Rather, it's about seeing it for what it is, without judgment. When you stop rejecting those hidden aspects of yourself, their unconscious grip on your life weakens. Finally, there's integration, bringing your shadow into harmony with your conscious self. This isn't about indulging harmful tendencies, but channeling their energy in constructive ways. For instance, unacknowledged anger can be transformed into healthy assertiveness, while jealousy might reveal unmet desires, inspiring you to pursue your true goals. As Jung wisely observed, knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. By embracing both our light and shadow, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, fostering compassion and leading to a more balanced and harmonious life. Illuminating your shadow paves the way for inner wholeness. It's not about striving for perfection, but embracing authenticity. Confronting the shadow is an act of bravery, a chance to reclaim the energy spent suppressing it and channel that energy into a more fulfilling life. Why face such a dark aspect of yourself? Because within the shadow lies untapped power and profound truth, the lessons necessary for growth. Shadow integration isn't about banishing darkness, but understanding it, respecting its place in your psyche, and uncovering the wisdom it holds. Picture this: the very traits you've avoided, the ones you consider flaws, may hold the keys to your liberation. That's the paradoxical gift of the shadow. But Jung's insights didn't end there. Beneath the shadow lies another layer of the unconscious, one that challenges and expands our understanding of identity. Jung posited that within every man resides the anima, a representation of his inner feminine energy, and within every woman the animus, her inner masculine counterpart. Embracing these aspects helps us balance and complete our psyche, guiding us toward a more integrated self. At first, this concept might seem a bit abstract, but why does it matter? Think about this. The anima, animus, reflects the parts of ourselves we've pushed aside, whether because of societal expectations or personal conditioning. Like the man who buries his sensitivity to avoid looking weak, or the woman who shies away from being assertive because she's been taught to always be accommodating. These dual energies aren't something to shy away from. They're something to embrace. Only through integration can we find true balance and wholeness. And this isn't just about gender roles. It's deeper. The masculine energy in a woman might appear as ambition, assertiveness, or clear-headed logic. Meanwhile, the feminine energy in a man could shine through empathy, intuition, or nurturing. These traits go beyond societal labels. They're part of what makes us fully human. By integrating the anima animus, we unlock a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. We begin to embrace and celebrate every part of who we are, both the so-called masculine and feminine qualities. This integration brings balance and authenticity to our lives. Have you dared to invite the other within you to speak? The anima animus acts as a bridge between our conscious and unconscious minds. By integrating it, we enrich our understanding of ourselves. So the next time you catch yourself judging or rejecting a part of your personality, pause. Ask yourself, where is this judgment rooted? Society's expectations, personal conditioning? Acknowledging and integrating these energies frees us from societal molds, allowing us to live more authentically. Once the mask is dropped, the shadow integrated, and the anima animus embraced, what's left? Jung called this the self. It's the harmonious fusion of all parts of our psyche, the purest essence of who we are. Reaching the self isn't an instant achievement. It's a journey, a lifelong practice. The self navigates the dance between chaos and order, dark and light, masculine and feminine. To find yourself is to realize that these opposites don't need resolution, they need harmony. And that's the essence of finding your soul. Not a fleeting moment of clarity, but a lifetime of conscious effort to live fully, authentically, and courageously. It's the gift of individuation, the reward for walking through your darkness to discover your light. As Carl Jung said, the self, the ultimate goal of individuation, is the sum total of all psyche components, both conscious and unconscious. It represents the integration and harmonization of the ego, the shadow, and the anima, animus. When we embrace and integrate these aspects, we attain a state of wholeness and authenticity, aligning ourselves with our true nature. This quote from Carl Jung perfectly captures the essence of the self. It reminds us that integrating the ego, shadow, and anima is essential for truly understanding ourselves. The self symbolizes the harmony and balance of all aspects of our psyche, transcending societal definitions of gender and embracing the fullness of our being. By bringing these elements together, we embark on the journey of individuation, gaining deeper self-awareness and achieving a state of wholeness and authenticity. Jung doesn't ask if we can find our soul. He challenges us to summon the courage to start. The greatest adventure of your life is waiting, but it demands that you shed your mask, confront your shadow, and welcome back the parts of yourself you've hidden or rejected. So, ask yourself today, am I ready to truly know myself? The chance to become your most authentic self is within reach. What's stopping you?